Journalism is the job of collecting, writing, and editing news stories for newspapers, magazines, television, or radio. It is ought to make people aware and well informed about what's happening in the society. Through the acquired information from these stories, it stimulates either pleasing or pleasing reaction from the viewers. But are we aware that there are publications exaggerating, exploiting, and distorting the news to appeal to the senses and emotions of their viewers?
About it, latest football scores, morning paper, morning star. Paper, mister?
In 1890s, the New York role of Joseph Pulitzer II and William Randolph Hearst's New York Journal were in heated competition. Pulitzer and Hearst both used a cartoon referred as Yellow Kid. This cartoon was used to tell stories in a way that makes it seem more shocking than it really is, or sensationalize them. Its purpose was to discredit the stories of other newspapers and sway public opinion on important issues.
From the newspaper war, Hearst also became very involved with the war itself. Through the dramatized stories of his paper, he eventually pushed President William McKinley to sign a bill officially entering America into the war. Here are the 4 defining characteristics of yellow journalism. Prominent headlines that screamed excitement, lavish use of pictures, many of them without significance, faked interviews and stories, showy sympathy with campaigns against abuses suffered by the common people.
Some media companies are fond of adding spice to small issues to make it big and nice. Many news outlets compromise their social responsibility toward society to make their news a business rather than public service.
Here are the 2 tips to avoid being deceived by the media. First, you triangulate before you believe. Check the facts with at least 3 credible sources. We ought to get information and compare information from different sources. When we get news from different sources, we have a greater chance of recognizing the bias of each news outlet. Second, be media literate. Being media literate is being able to analyze and evaluate media. Media literate youth and adults are better able to understand the complex messages we receive from television, radio, internet, newspapers, magazines, books, billboards, video games, music, and all other forms of media. Being media literate decreases our chances of wasting our time and emotion to fabricated news. Remember, triangulate before you believe, check the source's credibility, and be media literate.